gonna find out who the best man is. I respect you for what you've done in the game, but you ain't never went up against me or my staff. So you remember something? We've been here before. You trying to get there.
Matchup with Canelo. Butt beat his ass. How though? How does that look?
Outbox his ass. It's outboxing this shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. Butt been fighting big people all his fucking life.
Is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things to jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent.
During the press conference, Crawford's trainer, Brian "Bo-Mac" McIntyre, issued a bold warning. On fight night, size and weight won't matter. He specifically said that Crawford has beaten bigger and stronger opponents before and always found a way to win. The confident McIntyre declared that Canelo is in serious trouble because Crawford's elite skills and fearless mindset will make the difference when they step into the ring.
Matchup with Canelo. Butt beat his ass. How though? How does that look?
Outbox his ass. It's outboxing this shit.
What about the weight though?
It don't matter. Butt been fighting big people all his fucking life.
Yeah.
What about the head movement, Bo-Mac? Canelo's feigned head movement.
That's what I'm there for. That's what Saul there for. That's what Red there for. You know what I'm saying? It's called coaches.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get past that shit.
No.
Bo-Mac is confident about Terence Crawford's chances in the upcoming fight. When he speaks about it, he says this isn't just another match. This is Crawford's opportunity to prove he is truly the best boxer in the world. The pound-for-pound Kings coach says Crawford has been training in the gym every single day without giving any excuses. He believes preparation is what separates a champion from an ordinary fighter. Crawford is at the peak of his career because of his discipline. His words reflect strong faith and conviction that Crawford's skills and mindset will help him overcome any challenge ahead. He insists the fight is more about making history before the world than simply winning in the ring.
Canelo Alvarez, Terence Crawford. How excited are you? Obviously, you've seen this journey with Terence, you've seen the doubters over the years, and he's now on the biggest stage again with people questioning him, and you obviously have full confidence that he's going to come out and get victory on September 13th.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely confident that he's going to get the victory. Second of all, I'm just happy for him and the team. So, the world can see once again why he considered the best pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
There was many a time where he was maybe struggling to get certain fights, and then he had to almost kick that door down. Is it nice to see him sort of getting the fruits of his labour now and getting that generational wealth off the back of what is, obviously it's a hard career boxing, you don't get given anything.
Definitely that. Definitely good to see him get, like you say, fruits of his wealth. Getting these fights that, again, will show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. Show the world why he's the best fighter in the world. I'm just happy for him, man.
When reports surfaced that Canelo Alvarez had a tough sparring session with Jaron Ennis, it created a buzz in the boxing world. Many Ennis fans believe his sharp reflexes, quick counters, and slick defensive skills make him resemble Terence Crawford. The question now is how much harder it would be for Canelo to face Crawford in a real fight if he struggled in sparring. Beating someone with a similar style during controlled practice is not the same as doing it in a title fight. Still, patterns often reveal something. This rumor sparked discussions and gave Crawford fans even more confidence that their fighter could expose Canelo's weaknesses when it truly matters.
World, when we saw that he's in camp with him, right? And so people are saying now that they reached out to me and they're saying, well, Floyd Mayweather now has joined Terence Crawford camp. Does that mean Floyd Mayweather doesn't like Jaron Boots Ennis? Floyd Mayweather went to Terence Crawford camp to give Terence Crawford advice on Canelo Alvarez. Well, one, Terence Crawford is not fighting Jaron Boots Ennis. That's number one. Number two, it's not shots at Jaron Boots Ennis if Floyd Mayweather was to go to Terence Crawford camp. Number three, I saw this clip that Fight Hype had put out, and it's an old clip of Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford at Shakur Stevenson's sparring session in Las Vegas. Shakur had called them all to be at that sparring session, okay? And Floyd Mayweather assisted. Now, Floyd Mayweather took on Canelo Alvarez September 14th of 2013. That was 12 years ago, okay? And so with that said, this one has nothing to do with the other. Floyd Mayweather, from what I'm being told from Terence Crawford's camp, that he has not went up to Colorado and helped Terence Crawford do anything. Okay. Now I don't know if he's willing to or not. I don't know if Terence Crawford reached out to him or not. I don't know if they spoke on the phone or not. But you know, it's when you saw Terence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather at the top-ranked gym watching Shakur Stevenson, and they had a conversation with Eddie Hearn. That's very, very old. Okay, that's very old. Now Floyd Mayweather has stand pat on Terence Crawford is the best fighter in the world currently right now as it stands.
When Bomac heard these sparring rumors, he quickly dismissed the comparisons to Ennis and made his point clear. Boots is good, but Crawford is on another level. He explained that no training partner, no matter how skilled, can replicate what Crawford brings to the ring. Crawford's strength lies in his unique mix of knowledge, adaptability, and mental sharpness. Because of this, Bomac believes those drawing parallels are missing the real picture. Crawford will showcase his own brand of greatness, a style that goes beyond speed and movement to include intelligence under pressure. Bomac's firm rejection of the comparison shows his unwavering belief in Crawford's individuality and ability to surpass any stylistic similarities people try to make.
I know you saw him sparring with Boots. Give me your initial response to that.
That don't mean shit, man. That don't mean shit. That don't mean nothing, man. Boots ain't no Crawford.
That's right.
Yo, hey, like I said, that don't mean, all that shit don't mean nothing. That shit they ain't gonna help him. He should have just got the last cab driver he just fought. Cause that shit ain't gonna, that don't mean nothing, man. All that shit don't mean nothing. You ain't no Bud Crawford. They don't have that mentality. Having that mentality and going upside your head at the same motherfucking time, shit, man. I don't give a fuck about all that shit at all.
Analyst Ol Bernstein raised concerns about Crawford's decision to pack on extra weight for the fight. He pointed out that in boxing, balance between skill and strength matters more than sheer size. Adding too much weight too fast can slow a fighter down or alter his natural movement. Bernstein worries that Crawford, known for his speed and agility, could lose his biggest advantages if he tries to match Canelo's size. While many praise Crawford's commitment to bulking up, Bernstein cautions him not to compromise the qualities that make him special. His perspective highlights the delicate challenge of preparing for a fight of this magnitude, where even the smallest adjustments can have major consequences if not handled wisely.
Was too wiry. Crawford was the guy at 135 pounds that looked really skinny. Even at 140, go and watch his fights against, who's the one that made, I'm trying to think of his name now. The fight at 140, Julius Ndongo.
Oh yeah.
And when he's just skinny, he's like wiry. He's very much Tommy Hearns. Now.
Oh, have you seen him? He's
now
massive.
He's jacked.
Man, he looks like huge. He's got to be north of 170.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Yeah. There's a part of me that's like, dude, you don't need to be that big. Like, I don't think this is a strength for strength thing. I think this is a skill and speed thing. I don't know. I feel like if you're trying to sit on your punches to hurt Canelo, nobody hurts Canelo.
He's been hit by Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev, Bivol.
Yeah.
Crawford ain't hurting.
Golovkin.
And
Golovkin.
Crawford ain't hurting him.
But Crawford knocks everyone out.
At 147 pounds. That when he at 154, did he knock out Ismail Madrimov?
No, he didn't put a dent in him, really.
Didn't put not even a little dent in him. Canelo Alvarez is not Ismail Madrimov.
Yeah, but okay, who is Canelo Alvarez now?
That's a good question.
Yeah, like who are we watching now? Because when I go back and watch the guy that fought Skull, everyone likes to dig out Skull. Sorry, one second. Canelo's got to do more. Canelo's output was the worst output I've ever seen of a unified champion. I'm not joking, the worst.
That fight.
Yeah.
He literally did. But my kind of thinking is all right, well, who is Canelo now? Well, in the nicest way, although he's been fighting good fighters, when's the last time he had a super fight?
Who?
Canelo. And that's when we see the real Canelo, when he has a super fight.
Okay, Bivol.
Yes, correct. And he lost. But
yeah.
Bivol was significantly better at 175 pounds.
Okay.
Much bigger.
Yeah.
Crawford, similar in terms of, they're both skillful.
Trainer Breadman Edwards offered a more balanced perspective on the situation. He explained that Crawford is well aware of the sparring stories involving Jaron Boots Ennis and Canelo, and he respects the fact that Ennis is a very strong fighter. However, Edwards emphasized that Crawford uses this information as part of his preparation without letting it shake his confidence. According to Edwards, Crawford's mindset is rooted in the fight itself and his ability to adapt in real time, not outside noise. In fact, Ennis working with Canelo might even push Crawford's team to adjust and innovate their own approach. Ultimately, Edwards believes Crawford thrives under these circumstances, and his mental toughness keeps him from being distracted by who his opponent brings into camp.
That's why I said I'm not changing my percentage. It can make Canelo go up. It can make him lose his confidence or take a piece from him. And it can make Crawford say, okay, let me tell you something about Crawford, man. I watch Crawford. I will watch how he evolved throughout the years. I've been watching him. Me, Red, and Bomac been cool since way before Crawford hit the mainstream. Way before he hit the mainstream. And I watched him. Crawford is a pretty intelligent guy. He might not try to talk, and say different things that jump off the page at you, but he's not a stupid guy, man. He's intelligent. He know Boots is the real deal. No matter what all of the public say and everybody talking, he knows it. He knows Boots is the real deal. Crawford's little brother is Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson and Boots is super cool, and Shakur Stevenson was in the amateurs with Boots. Don't you think Shakur told Bud, yo, bro, I love you. You my big bro, but that kid nice, bro. You gonna have to be on your game to fuck with him. You don't think Shakur told Crawford that, and you don't think he respected his opinion? You don't think that Red and Bomac got eyes and they know Boots is special? You don't believe that? I don't care about all this talk on the internet because they may fight. So you can't be too complimentary of a guy that you may fight. But you don't think they know that? So by him bringing Boots in, that's probably going to take Bud to another level mentally. And that's where I think that Bud win this fight. I think he got a mental edge.
Many fans and analysts argue that Crawford won't be able to withstand Canelo's size advantage. Supporters of Canelo point out his dominance at higher weight classes and question whether Crawford, who began his career as a lightweight, can handle the power of a naturally bigger man. The debate centers on skill versus strength. Critics doubt Crawford's chances, believing size is a barrier that skill alone can't overcome. They warn that Canelo's crushing punches could eventually overwhelm him once physics takes its toll. For a large section of the boxing community, the belief is clear. No matter how talented Crawford is, facing such a physically imposing opponent is a dangerous gamble.
Canelo versus Crawford. Who you got?
I got Canelo winning. I think Canelo's gonna knock him out. But
I think Canelo's gonna hurt him.
I think he's just too powerful, man, too strong. I hope Terence Crawford does well and stuff, man, because I love the way he fights, and he's a hell of a fighter, and I respect him as well too. So I hope he puts up a good fight and everything. But at the end of the day, man, Canelo, if he catches you, dude, it's gonna knock you out.
Look, at the end of the day, I always say this: he took Golovkin's biggest hit, and he took Bivol biggest hit. I don't think Crawford could knock him out.
I think Terence Crawford can knock Canelo out if he catches him, because with Gennady Golovkin hit harder, but he was a lot slower. Yeah. So when Canelo's seen the punches coming, he's able to embrace. I think if Terence Crawford catches Canelo with a shot that he doesn't see coming, boom, then he could hurt him.
You think so?
Yeah, I think.
Canelo's long history at the top adds another layer of complexity to this discussion. Analysts note that he has faced nearly every style imaginable. His resume is filled with championship rounds under elite conditions, showcasing his ability as a defensive master, slick boxer, and rugged brawler. Beyond his size and strength, his composure is unmatched, shaped by countless high-pressure moments. Experience often determines how fighters handle adversity, and Canelo has proven his resilience throughout his career. Supporters argue that his natural power combined with deep knowledge makes him a unique challenge, even for Crawford. Many believe the Mexican superstar's wealth of big fight experience could tilt the scales in his favor, while skill remains critical.
There's things about being in camp with Canelo, it's just different. He's got speed, he's got velocity, he's got precision, he's got positioning, he's got power, and he's got just an incredible amount of experience. I think there's 10 fights that haven't been added to his record. Mm-hmm. So, and Bud, when Bud was fighting at 130 or 35, Canelo already was at 54. So, there's definitely weight classes for a reason.
Some boxing analysts remain uncertain about the fight as a whole. They respect Crawford's courage in chasing greatness, yet question whether this opponent is the right path to enhance his legacy. The concern isn't about Crawford's talent, but about the possibility that an overwhelming size difference could neutralize his skill. Critics argue that Crawford might have chosen other routes to cement his status among the all-time greats rather than facing a much larger rival. Still, most agree that this matchup has delivered exposure and financial rewards unlike anything he has experienced before.
Okay, man. Another good segue. Let's talk about the real deal, though. Ryan, you know, questionable fighter. Some people always question certain things. That boy Canelo, that boy Crawford. Nobody questioning those two. How you feel about that fight coming up?
I'm questioning it. I'm not a fan of it.
Oh, what?
Big man, little man. I wish Crawford had some other opportunities to really solidify his greatness in a different way. Canelo, he's got Bivol, he's got Benavidez, he's got all these other legitimate 168, 175 pound guys that he can fight, for my opinion, to really help his namesake. And you're gonna go fight a little smaller guy. And I'm not something against Bud. Bud is as talented as they come.
Really?
But you're talking about a guy that probably walks around at 180, 190 pounds. Bud is not a huge, massive guy.
Right.
I don't know if y'all can tell us what the hydration clause is. I'm not sure if you got that worked out. Probably not, because Canelo is obviously the A side. But I just think there's better fights for both of them to be had. I'm glad that Bud is going to get this payday. It's very important. I hope he doesn't ride to the sunset after this one. But I'm really disappointed in Canelo because I felt like Canelo has a lot of other opportunities he could to really solidify himself as being a pound-for-pound great. And I think this is going to kind of, win or lose, is going to tarnish his reputation.
Really? Now, what if he takes this fight and then he rides off into the sunset with Benavidez? Something like that, same thing?
I mean, he's got to fight Benavidez. He's got to fight. He's got to fight Bivol again. He's got to fight with the up-and-coming 168, 165 to 175 pound guy.
Bulock framed the fight as more than a clash of size and strength. It's a battle of ideas. In his analysis, he emphasizes the value of what he calls boxing's finer details. Size can be offset by speed, and raw power can be neutralized by timing. Bulock compares Crawford to a living puzzle, unpredictable and constantly adapting, making it hard for opponents to solve him. Skills pay the bills. Crawford's famous catchphrase is more than a slogan. It defines his career. It reinforces the belief that, despite Canelo's strength and experience, Crawford's mastery of the craft gives him a legitimate chance to win.